If you're thinking of making a move north to York Region, you'll want to listen up as we talk about the pros and cons of living in Richmond Hill. I've lived here for 15 years and have first-hand experience of the good and the bad of this growing city. Welcome back to our channel. Now let's dive in as we discover the pros and cons of living in Richmond Hill.
Let's start with the pros. Location and accessibility. Located just north of Toronto, Richmond Hill is a prime location that's both accessible and desirable. Whether you're commuting downtown or staying local, getting around is easy, thanks to its well-connected transportation system. For those who drive, there's convenient access to Highway 404 and 407. And for those who prefer to sit back and relax, we've got the GO Transit, Viva Bus, and York Region Transit, all with an efficient bus and train schedule. Richmond Hill does have the best of both worlds. With the central location and accessibility, you can enjoy the perks of Toronto life while enjoying the more serene setting of living in the suburbs.
Speaking of serene suburban living, number 2 on our pro list is Richmond Hill's green spaces and parks. The city is home to numerous parks and trails and sports facilities where you can enjoy hiking, cycling, or enjoying an easy stroll with family and friends. The popular Richmond Green Sports Center and Park, located at the corner of Elgin Mills and Leslie Street, is a hub for sports enthusiasts, featuring soccer fields, baseball diamonds, an indoor sports dome, and a skate park. But my 2 favorite spots to visit are Lake Wilcox and Mill Pond. Lake Wilcox is a great spot to enjoy fishing, canoeing, and even watch a beautiful sunset. And Mill Pond is a beautiful park with walking trails and mature trees surrounding the pond. It's a great place to enjoy bird watching and just escaping for a little quiet time. The city's parks also host various community events, concerts, and festivals throughout the year. If you appreciate the beauty of nature and seek outdoor adventures, you'll love Richmond Hill's parks. Our third pro is schools. If you're looking to make a move to Richmond Hill and are curious about the school system, rest assured the city is home to a great public and Catholic school education system. There are about 40 elementary schools and 7 secondary schools between the 2 boards, with some also offering French immersion and specialized programs. One of the most noted secondary schools in Richmond Hill is St. Teresa of Lisieux, which is highly ranked by the Fraser Institute for schools in the province. Richmond Hill is also home to several private schools that provide alternative educational choices. I recommend checking with York Region Public and Catholic District School Boards or visiting their websites for the most up-to-date information on schools in Richmond Hill. And if you are planning to make a move to the area, consider visiting the schools in person and meeting with school administrators.
Now let's dive into the first con of living in Richmond Hill. Traffic and congestion. Chances are you'll experience heavy traffic congestion in Richmond Hill, especially during peak commuting times. Main roads like Yonge Street, Bathurst Street, and Highway 7 often get very busy, causing longer commute times and a bit of frustration for drivers. Having public transportation options are helpful, but might not always be the most convenient choice for everyone. So just remember, it's all about planning ahead and careful navigation. Con number 2 is limited nightlife and entertainment. Now, while Richmond Hill does have its own variety of restaurants, pubs, bars, and entertainment venues, it's on a quieter, more suburban scale compared to Toronto. So if you're someone who seeks nightlife and a variety of options for dining and clubs, you may find Richmond Hill limited and you'll be venturing downtown more often than not.
And con number 3 is it's expensive. Housing is expensive in Richmond Hill. Whether you're looking to buy or rent a property, it's important to be aware of the higher price points compared to some of the other areas in York Region. Whether you're in search of a spacious or luxurious detached house, a modern townhome or condo, be prepared to encounter elevated price tags, especially in the most sought-after neighborhoods. And while the cost of housing may be a bit higher, many residents find it totally worth it. Why, you ask? Well, because Richmond Hill has plenty of amenities and is an essential location to commute into Toronto. So from its prime location and friendly community feel to its great schools, there are countless reasons to love living in Richmond Hill. It's a great city to raise a growing family and for those who need to commute into Toronto. And with any city, it's always wise to be aware of potential drawbacks. So now that you know the pros and cons to living in Richmond Hill, let's take it back down south to the city and discover the not-so-hidden gems in York.
If you have any questions about Richmond Hill or York Region living, feel free to drop a comment, send us an email, or give us a call. We are happy to answer all your questions. Bye!